Okay, peace, peace, peace. Um, so I've been having so many technical difficulties for real. Like this is gonna be like the seventh time I tried recording this. Like I just did an 18-minute recording and it was like video failed and it just deleted it. But anyways, I'm gonna try again. This is gonna be like my seventh time. Okay, so as I repetitively said, you probably don't know what the fuck is going on, you know. But I swear I've been here for like a whole hour already. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure like Mercury just went retrograde, right? And I think it's conjunct Uranus, and then like we have it's a new moon in Taurus, and it's a lunar eclipse, solar or lunar eclipse. I don't know. So like all this crazy energy is going on. So I guess I understand why my like all this bullshit is happening with this technology. But I'm gonna try again. Okay. So your sun is in Libra in the first house, right? So your sun is in Libra in the first house, and we've covered what that means, right? It deals with I'm sorry, it's just this I've been distracted so many times today in this reading. Like, I don't know, I just can't help but notice at this point. It's kind of getting to me. I'm just kidding, it's not getting to me. Fuck that, I'm not going to speak that into existence. So, Sun and Libra in the first house, you feel me? This energy is interesting because, well, before we talk about your Sun and Libra, let's talk about the Virgo ascendant real quick. So, the ascendant in Virgo. When the ascendant is in Virgo, you feel me? This produces an individual, first and foremost, who's very modest, you feel me? Virgo is known to be the virgin, right? But virgin more signifies purity, you know, our desire to be pure and our desire to want to be pure. And so, you have your ascendant in the deacon of, my bad, I'm sorry, I am not happy right now. You have, it's in the deacon of renunciation, you feel me? So within Virgo, within the deacon of Virgo, that constellation, it hosts the deacon of achievement, the deacon of experience, and the deacon of renunciation, right? So achievement, renunciation, or physical, I mean, it can be spiritual achievement too, but mostly physical achievement. Physical achievement is Virgo, right? Is a thing that's Virgo like. Experience is a thing that's Virgo like, you feel me? And renunciation is also a thing that's Virgo like. Renunciation is a word that means the releasing and the letting go of not the releasing and the letting go of, but more like a disagreement with a claim or a law or a belief or perception. Like to give an example, right? Like I have my ascendant 26 degrees Virgo, so I also have it in the deacon of renunciation. So the things that I renunciate are like certain man beliefs, right? Man laws, you feel me? Certain things about this world. I don't resonate with it. I do not agree with it, you feel me? And I strongly feel that way about renunciating it and pushing it away, you feel me? So that's that deacon. And so with your ascendant being in Virgo, right? Virgo is also a sign that's very it brings weight to the analytical series, meaning that it is a sign that is very analytical, right? It's all about the detail, the insights, you feel me? Um so negatively, right, this can play as criticism, right? That's Virgo's negative attribute. We can be too critical, especially of ourselves, right? You can be a perfectionist, even a desire to want things to be having to be a certain way, meeting a certain criteria, you feel me? And this is more so applied within yourself, right? Because the first house does deal with the self. But this can also be projected outwardly to criticize others. But ultimately, with the ascending being in Virgo, the way that this energy portrays itself is like, I'm telling you, I poured so much fucking energy into the readings. I'm fucking going crazy. Fuck. I'm sorry, my bad. But anyways, yeah, Virgo, it does signify like um knowledge, knowingness, you feel me? And so I also like to give this example, this analogy. So ultimately, um like the constellations Virgo and Pisces is where like the tree of knowledge and the tree of life reside, you feel me? Virgo holds the tree of knowledge, right? So within that constellation, the tree of knowledge was placed within the Virgo constellation. But then we also have Pisces, right? And this is where the tree of life is present. But anyways, ultimately, to make a long story short, right? The tree of knowledge, it wasn't it wasn't because of the tree of knowledge that we descended into the physical realm, right? But it was like, as the story goes, um Eve, which represents and signifies the feminine expression of the soul, right? The emotions. Eve, right, was tempted by the snake, and a snake, right, symbolically signifies creation. It also signifies like sexual energy. You feel me? The Kundalini. You feel what I'm saying? So the snake in that story signified physical existence. You feel me? And so yeah, it's like, so when you think about it, once you are emotionally tempted, logically you're on board as well, right? Because once you feel emotionally about something, you rationalize. So it's like the same thing, right, with like Eve and Adam. Like once Eve was convinced, Adam just went along. He didn't even question or anything like that. He just ate from the tree. And so it's like there's one thing, right, knowing, reading a book, right, and just studying, right? It's one thing to know, then it's actually a whole other thing to experience. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like true knowingness comes from experiencing. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like that whole story, it's very symbolic, and it signifies the descent of the soul into the physical plane. You feel what I'm saying? And so it's very interesting that like Virgo is associated with the tree of knowledge. Like Virgo is not associated with the tree of life, but very much with the tree of knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? And interestingly enough, Hercules, right? Hercules is a constellation in the stars. It's also a story, right? Um, and so Hercules is found within the Deacon, not the Deacon, but within the Virgo constellation. You feel what I'm saying? So um, and that story is interesting. Hercules, right, was a god, right, who fell from heaven, right, and he once descended. He didn't have access to his power, his godly power. You feel me? And he was trapped in the physical. You feel me? Um, and he was outcasted as well, right? But anyways, like I feel like as an energy, you feel me, like the Virgo energy, it very much signifies um cybernetics, right, which means the control of the mind over the physical body, right? Like when you think about Mercury, for instance. All right, we're about to go deep. Like when you think about Mercury, right? Mercury rules the mind. It deals with intellect, it deals with strategy, rationalization, all of that. And so Virgo is an earth sign. So Virgo, both Gemini and Virgo are ruled by Mercury. So Gemini is just the mental expression of Mercury, but then Virgo is the physical expression of Mercury, right? Um, where it's like the physical is, I mean, the spiritual is expression through the physical. So at its highest exaltation, right, as you know, Virgo deals with health, but at its highest exaltation, like a Virgo wants to become consciously aware, they start focusing and concentrating towards like purification. You feel me? Purifying their vessel, so then it becomes a conduit that's powerful enough to hold the soul. You feel what I'm saying? And so I know that you've heard people like um associate Virgo with like the Virgin, right? But so when Virgo is associated with the Virgin, and I don't know if you knew this, but the word Virgin comes from Virgo as well. It more signifies Virgo's pure sense, to be desire, to want to be noble and to be like righteous. You feel me? And pure. You feel me? So Virgos are types of people that are modest, right? They are noble, right? That type of energy. So yeah, understand that that's more so that energy. So I'm about to pause it right now so it doesn't do no bullshit like yeah, I'm sorry, but this video, you're not gonna access this video, it's gone. Like, what are you saying? Where did it go? Fucking Mercury retrograde shit. You feel me?